and so they moved a lot faster. So we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
The outbreak of a deadly virus in India has much of the world on high alert, with fears of another pandemic. Travellers are being stopped and screened for nipah virus at all major Asian airports, including Bali. The global response to the outbreak eerily similar to scenes during COVID.
Another issue on the agenda is a panel dedicated to the so-called disease X, a hypothetical pathogen that may cause new pandemic many times more deadly than COVID. What do you expect to come out of those talks?
Today, the World Economic Forum actually has a whole session on this about disease X. And what people are really worried about, and by the way, none of these sessions have anything on it about improved biolab safety. What people are worried about is creation of all these pathogens in these labs and then having another security breach, and then we're off to getting the world sick again.
Health officials in India have confirmed cases of the deadly nipah virus, and that's prompted authorities across Southeast Asia to boost security measures, including screenings at some airports. The World Health Organization lists nipah as a priority disease due to its potential for fast-moving outbreaks.
Well, we know what disease X is. The governments from Russia to China to the U.S. to France, the Japanese, they all know what diseases are here. You have new mutations of diseases, but there's no disease X. There's a new mutation of an already existing disease. So disease X is a holding place or a catch-all for gain of function bioweapons where they genetically splice viruses and also mutate viruses with radiation and other techniques to make them more communicable and more deadly.
And so they moved a lot faster. So we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
So, that reminds me of going.
All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Karkadash. That's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. I also want to say dumb honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful leg preaching word in truth and sincerity. I'm my brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona Camp, Lord Will, with another video to edify. And it took me some work to find that Melinda and Bill video. And I had to fuck with Chat GPT, and they tried to pull me into this other shit instead of just give me the video. And I remember that they were both sitting on the couch, so I said it. It took me all this time. I put, no, where's the video? And no, there's a video where he is on the couch with Melinda Gates, where he makes the statement that I'm referring to, and then it's, oh, I found it. Out of nowhere, oh, I found it. Yeah, fuck out of here, bro. Fucking devils, bro. But you saw it. They said they're going to take the next one serious. Right? The next one to get their attention. And that's what it's looking like now. One of the brothers put this in here in the heads chat. And I want to just go on this, make a video on this. It says, what is nipah? What if nipah spreads like COVID in the U.S.? If nipah ever spread in the U.S. the way COVID did, it would be treated as a national emergency immediately, and the response would be much faster and stricter than early CVID. It says, because health systems learned from that mistake. Here's the scenario. Here's what that scenario would realistically look like. Not fear-based, just operational reality. First, this is not happening now. There's no evidence. All right, whatever. And it says there's no evidence of the nipah can currently spread like CVID. This is the worst case scenario. worst case preparedness scenario, not prediction. It says this would happen in days, not months, like CVID. Public restrictions will be faster than COVID, expect travel screenings, contact tracing, mask mandates, temporary closures if clusters appear, targeted lockdowns, not nationwide, because officials now act earlier instead of waiting for mass spread because they changed the laws. The public reaction would be stronger. Why? COVID-19 fatality was 1%, less than 1%. nipah fatality is 40 to 75% historically. That difference changes behaviors fast. Higher compliance, faster adoption of precautions, more hospital caution. Fear spreads faster when severity is obvious. And is that what Bill said? Right? We'll have to prepare for the next one. And then what he said, the next one to get their attention. And this is looking like it could be the next one. Who knows, man? Who knows? We're in the days of prophecy. We're definitely in the last times where prophecy is speaking louder than ever. Right? This is even one of the things Yahushua told us to look out for. Matthew 24. I'll start at 3. It says, and he sat upon the mount, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the time, the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So, yeah, CVID came around, that happened, and went and gone, right? People thought it was all a fucking game. There were some people dying, but it really wasn't as bad as they said it was. It was really just laying down the framework for them to really put the squeeze on the people in these future ones. And now there's another one coming, and the shutdown's on its way. So call halal, meaning all praises. That's what call means, all. Halalyum means, halal means praise. Yum makes it plural. So all praises to Yahweh, who is the Heavenly Father. Wa meaning in, and Yahweh Shai, for bringing these plagues. That another shutdown is on its way. Lord willing, this is another shutdown, man. Lord willing, this shit gets to squeeze and people get put in fear, because there's a lot of people walking around with no fucking fear. Demons all around, people out of order, women out of order, men out of order, fucking these little random ass little niggas out here. The prank culture is just fucking disgusting. Right? This the way the shit goes, and the normal operation of life here, this shit is trash, man. Garbage. So yeah, we need another lockdown. Yeah, more ICE. Niggas need to wrap niggas up and pin them against the fucking wall. A lot of these people need an ass whooping, and like the scriptures say, the wicked, which is let me get that, man. This is Psalm 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Talking about the so-called white men, the wicked. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the wicked of the earth, these ICE agents on the left-hand side, they're doing the work of the Lord. That's the sword of the Lord on the left-hand side. So when you see these niggas getting wrapped up in there's a lot of these so-called Issacharites, so-called Latinos, so-called Mexicans, so-called Guatemalans, all this sort of shit. All these niggas is here. There's a lot of them that are some wicked ass niggas, man, that promote wicked ass behavior in their families. Issachar is just the most accepting of effeminate men in their families. It's crazy, man. The whole culture of adultery is just running rampant. These niggas hate Judah for no damn reason. Even though Judah could be for them, man, even in the pride of them going down right now, you still got them fucking proud of shit. So yeah, man, hey, they need more of these ICE agents wrapping these niggas up because the warning's gone out. Yes, it's fucked up what happens to them, but at the same time, it's the Lord's judgment, man. The scriptures tell you, if there be evil done in a city, I, the Lord, have done it. Right? And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But this is going into the pestilences, right? Matthew 24 and in 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Remember, these are signs of the end of the world. Wars and rumors of wars. Right now, there's tensions between the U.S. and Iran. The U.S. sending battleships to Iranian waters. Right? You got the conflicts between Israel and all the Arab world. You got conflicts between the U.S. and the U.S.'s allies within the European Union. These are wars and rumors of wars. This is a sign of the end. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, right? There's an uprising here in America. There's protests going everywhere, and not no little protests. You go over there to Minnesota, Minneapolis, you got the streets filled with protesters. That spirit is rising up, and now you got these protesters registering, getting guns and all that shit. Man, this is a beautiful time. Because where the world would sit here and be like, why would you say this is beautiful? Well, we know that prophecy's happening. We know that in order for the kingdom to come, all the nastiness that the scriptures speak of has to happen. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All this is the beginning of sorrows, man. So this pestilence, this new one, right? They call it disease X, right? Which is looking like the nipah virus might be disease X. Might be that one that they tweaked in the lab so it can spread easier. This might just be it, man. There's going to be another shutdown, man. The doors and the streets are going to be shut. The stock market is going haywire. It's a perfect time. You got record-breaking cold snaps and everything. They're using atmospheric warfare. This might just be the time where this stuff is really the thing that's going to be. This might be disease X, because the Lord said he was going to smite Egypt. This is 2nd Ezra 15. And I'll get right to the point. In 11 it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand. Who's the them that the Lord's going to bring with a mighty hand? The Israelites. And I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, meaning what? He's going to defend the elect. Right? To have a mighty hand, to stretch out your arm, right, is to mean you're taking up a battle. You're defending. So the Lord is going to protect the elect. Right? Bros that got kids, your wives. Hey, if they stay in the right spirit, they're going to be allotted that protection that you get. It says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see, the Lord's going to smite Egypt, Babylon the Great, because the scriptures tell you there's a place in the world which spiritually is Sodom and Egypt. And that's in the book of Revelation. And where is that place that's like Sodom and Egypt? It's America. And it's getting smitten with plagues, man. As before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. You see? 40 to 75% historical fatality rate. Who knows? They might be pushing this. Up to a 45 day. They said the longest. There was a video I watched that said it's in this video. You got to keep watching on it. There's the whole title right there. It's from Jason A. But they said in this video, the longest incubation period they had on record was 40 days, 45 days, man. Meaning you could be walking around and boom, it hits. You went to India to get some goop scoop. You came back with that daily shit. It could be that quick. Right? And you got the wicked sitting there boasting of the next one they're going to take serious. This is real time. This is beautiful days, man. This is where's it at? There's one I want that's real good, but I think it might be in Jeremiah. I think it's in Ezekiel though. This is a good one. Jeremiah 42 and 17. Start 16. It says, "Then it shall come to pass that the sword which ye feared shall overtake you there in the land of Egypt, and the famine whereof ye were afraid shall follow close after you there in Egypt, and there ye shall die. So shall it be with all the men, so shall it be there with all the men that set their face to go into Egypt to sojourn there. They shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by pestilence, and none of them shall remain or escape from the evil that I will bring upon them." You see, the Lord gonna trap a lot of niggas in these diseases. There's one that says, "He that is in the field shall die of the pestilence." Where is this one at? 1 second, man. And I'll send famine upon beasts and pestilence, bloodshed. No, not that one. It's in Ezekiel. I know I'm in the right spot. Yeah, here it is. Ezekiel 7 and 7 and 14. It says, "They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within." So these cities, man, these are going to be hotbeds. Right? "He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him." And this is what's going to happen, man. These plagues are being shot. Let me get this one. Plagues. And Second Ezra 16 and 16. It says, "Like as an arrow is shot of a mighty archer, returning not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again." You see, as soon as the archer pulls back that bowstring and lets that arrow fly, there's no turning the arrow back. So that's exactly how it's going to be when the Lord pulls the perfection of these diseases to come in this place, the plagues, the pestilence, those shutdowns happen. It's not, man, life ain't going back to normal. When it's real game time, life ain't going back to normal. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do in these when these evils shall come? Behold, plague, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for a moment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You see, these are scourges. These are stripes that the Lord puts on the people so they be mindful. But Jake ain't mindful. They still go on, do their BS, act like they're right. Well, we coming down to the time where if you thought you was right, you better hope you really was. You better hope you really was, because, hey, this shit is going to take family members, right? Those family members that might have got through the first one. You got a lot of people that sat here and got the juicy juice only for all the information to come out that whole, Moderna, the Moderna jabs and shit that people was getting actually weaken your body. And this ain't medical advice. I'm just, bringing out some of the information. So imagine if your body's already compromised. We're in a time of winter right now. People's immune systems are down already. Then that whole shot that people thought was going to save their damn lives, bring your immune system, might be bringing your immune system down even more. Imagine what's going to happen to your family members that got it. Get ready to have an influx of people just falling off the face of the earth that you thought was going to be here forever. Man, we need these days, man. Hey, but for you bros, hey, the scriptures tell you, if you're doing the right thing, let me get this. This is Proverbs. Psalms 91. So I get Psalms 91. I got to start up. Psalms 91. I might as well just go in 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So if you're abiding in this knowledge is a secret. This knowledge is a secret. Yahushua covered that. He said, blessed are your eyes and your ears, for they see and they hear. For it wasn't given unto everybody to hear and understand this message. So if you're abiding in this knowledge, you're in the secret place. You're under the shadow of the Most High. It says, I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler, meaning what? The traps of the wicked. The Lord is going to deliver, bros, from the traps of the wicked, man. And from the noisome pestilence, right? Pestilence is going to disease. He shall cover thee. And also that can be going into the destruction as well. When those missiles drop. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. Meaning what? Just like a hen does its chicks. That's how the Lord's going to cover us. Lord, will we be an elect? His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, going into the missiles, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 shall fall by thy right hand, meaning everybody is going to be dropping like flies around us. But you know what? The Lord is going to keep us in perfect health. It says, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Only with your eyes, man. It says, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. You see, for the bros that have been 10 toes down in this truth, for you real believers that have been 10 toes down in this truth. Hey, for the women that have conquered their emotions, right? And kept going in the right way, even if it doesn't agree with them, you might get some deliverance just off of that, man. Just off of that. Hey, everybody got to go through their hell. Everybody got to go through their mental anguish. You women are not fucking exempt from that. No way. Not a fucking chance. Everybody got to go through the straight gate. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So for those that are really doing what the Lord said, the plague's not going to come near thy dwelling. You're going to be all right. But for everybody else, you got about to get a swift kick in the ass, man. And Lord will, nipah, these ICE troops and foreign troops and everything that's coming here, they gonna be whooping y'all asses, man. But Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna say call halal, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Makakadash. Shalom.